This is Shane Watson from PC Sports. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Okolie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good?
Yeah.
Very nice to see you again.
Thank you.
I see your recent Twitter post that you was blessed to send obviously your family out to Dubai, I believe.
Etc. Yeah.
So is that all done?
No, it's in the pipelines and also getting there. I don't want to go too much into finances, but yeah,
I know,
it's going
how good that feel that you can bless your family that kind of experience?
It feels amazing because I think in boxing, where it's such a physical sport, sometimes you can get caught up in like the emotions and anger and like I want to bash this guy, I want to bash that guy. Then it sort of takes away from what it's able to do outside of that in my real life, you know what I mean, in the personal life with my family and how it's changing it. So I think I was living too geared by anger, revenge, hate, where now I realise that boxing can help with love and stuff like that. So that's sort of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, of course, because what you said, your previous tweet was like, sorry, the same tweet you were saying about how you were struggling before, as in how much you had in your account before, is that you'd be selfish almost, like not bless yourself into where you are now, today.
Yeah.
That's why it's like it's important not to be too greedy, because obviously you've gone through everything and now you're here where you are today.
Exactly, and
now you're obviously in a fortunate position where you can bless your family with a great trip abroad somewhere very nice. How much does that mean to you to live like maybe more in the future?
Yeah, that's what for me. It's a good pit stop. It's nice. It's alright. They go on holiday, we fix the house, whatever. But what I want to build to is here's a house. Do you know what I mean? And then we can sort of go from there. So right now it's a good pit stop for my first year, and what is this reflection of the work I've done, not just this year, but to get to the Olympics, to get to the Olympic team, to first put on a pair of gloves and do the bravery to even have a fight, put my pride on the line. So it's just a reflection of all that. I'm happy where we're at now, but I've got so many more goals and stuff I want to do.
I know, of course. So December 13th.
Yeah.
Next pit stop for Team Okolie, right?
Say that again?
Is that next pit stop for your team, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, Wednesday.
So obviously, you know, you don't want to look too far ahead. You got your next fight then. Obviously, at your weight, everyone punches quite hard anyway, so you want to look too far ahead.
Yeah.
So what's the focus for your team right now?
Focus for the team, just keep working in the gym on select tactics, because I mean, it's clear to see what I'm good at, and what we're working on is the stuff I'm not so good at, because there's going to be a time where I'm fighting fighters who are able to take the attributes that I have and work around it. So I have to be able to adapt. That's what we're working on, adaptability right now.
So obviously, I think it's possible to ask you.
Yeah,
I was at Chamberlain. You're seeing him ahead like almost in February. It's in February now, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's actually not confirmed yet.
Not confirmed, yeah.
Our team's sorted it. You know what I mean? We've done the talking online, in person, blah blah blah, creating hype. But for me, there's a point where it goes on for too long, and you know what I mean? We've sort of agreed to everything. They still haven't. And you've got to start asking the questions of why. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to get too caught up in it now because I have a fight coming up. But what he's creating is a sort of I don't want to get too into it now. I'll get more into it after I've won, God willing. But ultimately, I just think that they do a lot of talk and a lot less action.
I know you obviously really want the fight for Chamberlain. It's a fight that Eddie Hearn said it's more in the future.
Yeah.
But I know you want it now. You're hungry to have that fight now because you want to move on from that.
Yeah.
Or however the obviously fight outcome.
Yeah.
Anyway. And that's a fight you really want now. So how do you see Isaac Chamberlain? Do you see him as a stepping stone, or do you see him as a?
I don't think any fight's a stepping stone. The fighter I'm fighting next could have 100 losses, 1 win. You can't go in there thinking it's a stepping stone, because anyone, like you said, at this weight can punch hard, or you can walk onto a silly shot and it's all over. Isaac, he's got great attributes. Anyone can see he's clever, knows what he's doing, fit, tough, warrior. So for me, you know, for me, guy that's about him, he could be the hardest person I've ever boxed, amateur or pro. We don't know yet. He could be the easiest. It could be over in 10 seconds. We don't know. So I'm going to prepare myself after I've handled business December 13th extremely well. And his whole training camp's going to be a complete waste of time when we get in the ring. But I don't want to talk too much. I've accepted the fight. It's up to them. And there's I just need to reiterate, I can't see a reason why they can't take the fight, because it can't be. I'll let Eddie and the rest of them do more the talking on financials. I don't like to go into financials too much. But for me, it's not a massive jump from what I'm making already. For him, it's monumental. So it can't be money. he's posted out on tweets, I'm his easiest fight, or I'll be his easiest fight. So it can't be a thing where he thinks I'm better than him.
So how
what is it?
confident are you that he's going to be your next fight? After December, of course, I know you don't like your past opponents, but after December, how confident are you that he's going to be your next opponent?
In my heart, I think he wants it. He's a fighter, he has to. But it's not just a fighter that has to accept the fight, it's a coach, it's a manager, etc. So I think as a team, they think this is a much harder fight than they're making out. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because if it was an easy fight, you know you could beat me and go on to great things. Am I right or wrong? You know what I mean? You get to beat me on 0-2, go on to big things. So it can't be a thing where he thinks it's easy, but I think that they're trying to grab as much as they can from this fight because they know if I KO them,
if it isn't Isaac Chamberlain that's next, who is next for you? We're going to go down the British route, intercontinental route?
For me, my part, I've already got a contract. Everything is set out, so it doesn't matter. If it's not Isaac, we carry on our journey, we carry on learning.
Is it down the British title route for you? What means more to you?
Think,
British title,
I think,
or do you want to go down the international route?
I think most likely, I didn't win an ABA as an amateur, so it will be good for me to win a sort of British title as a professional. But I don't really care, I'm just more interested in learning, becoming the best fighter I can, because there's no world champion at cruiserweight in Britain now that Tony Bellew has given up. So I have to look abroad. Do you know what I mean?
How do names like Stephen Simmons and Matty Askin sound to you this current moment?
It sounds, how do I explain?
And obviously you've got the Irish cruiserweight as well.
So those names are names, you have to do it in tiers. So Journeyman cannot handle what I bring to the table at the moment. We'll see Wednesday. There's another tier of prospects, so that's the Isaacs, etc. That's the next tier we want to hit. Then when you look at champions like Matty Askin, you got to give them a bit more respect. They're seasoned pros.
A lot of people, he probably caused a lot of upset against Craig Kennedy we're talking about.
I don't think that's upset.
We've got him coming. Slime Trophy, we've got him coming.
Trust me.
You know what I mean?
Right. So it's not a case of just jumping straight in with champions. You have to be realistic. This professional boxer now. Someone like Matty Askin is a seasoned professional, so you have to build yourself up to fight something like that. Someone like the other names you mentioned, Stephen Simmons is a cut below Matty Askin in my opinion. So that's a fight that we could consider. Do you know what I mean?
In the near future.
In the near future, like probably even February. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to champions, we've got to show a little bit more respect because 12 rounds, I've done 3, 5, 6. It's time to push on to 8, 10. Do you know what I mean? 12s, we have to earn that.
So who realistically are we looking at you fighting in February? I know it's a massive undercard.
It's up to Eddie Hearn to make sure that we don't do talking, we do action, and then it'll be Chamberlain.
But you want to be fighting Isaac Chamberlain, I'm assuming?
I want to be fighting, I want to be co-main event, and right now co-main event is Isaac. If they can get another fight on co-main event,
if you don't mind me asking, what actually happened to this like kind of bitter like rivalry you guys have? How did this happen? How did it originally start? Was it a sparring rumour or was it like maybe mutual friends?
That's what it is. I mean, it's a thing of I know people he knows people I know, and whether or not it's true or not, whispers will come back and forth. We're both the same weight, so there's always going to be that tension where I can't really be his friend because we're both the same weight, and it's just grown from there. And it was all little murmurings, nothing real, nothing direct until I turned professional, had the profile that I've had, and jealousy started brewing in their camp to the point where I'm fighting at Sheffield in an arena, which is something that he's never done before in a stadium, and him and his team are laughing at my performance, laughing at what Eddie Hearn saying on video, blah blah blah. Then I see his page turned into an Okolie hate page with tweet after tweet after tweet, and from there it's become personal because he's at me, he's talking about my performances. So from there we built. And we need to remember, come February, I'd have been pro for 11 months. Come February, he would have been pro for 3 years. So I'm ready in my first year to step up to fight someone in the top 5 in Britain. In the past 3 years, we've seen what he's been able to do, but that's it.
Okay, thanks for talking to Sports today. Nice to see you at the boxing tonight. I hope you enjoy the rest of the boxing tonight. Good luck ahead of Wednesday, and I hope we'll catch up with you soon.